Hey guys, currently we are in my moose lodge, and today we are actually going to be talking about the Great One Moose, and I am going to share some tips and tricks for helping you get that Great One Moose faster. No, I do not have a Great One Moose yet, but I did finish a moose grind right before the last update. We'll call it my warm-up grind, and I actually did learn a lot from doing that grind. And I can also tell you that a lot has changed from this last update. Grinds are definitely tougher than they were before, so we're going to talk about some things we can do to make it easier, and we are going to look at the footage. I was able to put 2 of these monster diamond moose in my lodge. 300 pluses are not easy, but we have been getting some big boys. Now, if you do enjoy today's video, guys, hit that like button, leave a comment down below, or a happy face. It all helps so much. Let me know what your biggest moose is so far, and if you are doing a grind, which map are you doing it on, and why? Let's head over to Medved. So the first thing you need to do when starting a moose grind is pick which map you want to do your moose grind on. Now we have 5 different maps to choose from. We have Medved, we have the New England Mountains, we have Yukon Valley, Revontuli Coast, and we have Layton Lake. So we have lots of choices. And the reason I actually selected Medved, while first and foremost, I absolutely love this map and it is just so great for moose. There is literally moose zones on every piece of water on the entire map. So far, guys, I have found about 135 drink zones, and if you actually go over to the New England Mountains, if you can believe it, there are over 200 drink zones for moose on that map. So that map is definitely going to be more challenging. Now I'm at 737 kills as of right now. We are having a lot of fun doing the grind. Now you want to be going for heart shots as much as you can because it just eliminates all kinds of time in tracking. Now they're not giving me the best of angle, but I'm gonna try for a side angle heart shot here. And you really want to get that second shot in quickly because they bolt a lot faster now than they did before the update. And we did get hard on that first shot, and the second one is down, so that's perfect. Now, as far as weapons go, I am carrying the 300 with me. I do carry the 22 in case I need to turn the moose. If I am carrying tents and tripods, I have both with me right now. Then I only carry one 300, but most of the time I actually carry the 2 different variations of the 300 and tripods. Now, the reason I have 2 300s when I do is so that I can use all 4 shots and then without reloading, cycle over to the second and take more shots. The only time I'm gonna need that is if I take a poor shot and the moose start running. It is tough to get them. It's a lot harder since the update. They really run, they zig and they zag, and it is definitely more challenging. And so there is our heart shot there. So when you're taking a side angle, if he is perfectly broadside, you wanna aim right at the top of the leg, right in the middle. You don't wanna be too far forward because you are going to miss the heart then. But if you do miss, take a look at your harvest screen, see where you hit, and adjust your shot so that you don't miss next time. So last night on stream, we took down 7 level 5s, 4 of them were diamonds, and 3 of them were trolls. Moose are actually terrible for trolling. And double lung on that guy. When you do get a double lung, they don't run far, but when you get a single lung, they can run for quite a distance, even using the 300. So I am using the 300, but you can use any 4 to 8. Moose are class 8, so you can use the 30-06, the M1, the 303, or the 308. It will give you integrity, but it's not going to be as strong. Now, this is one of my absolute favorite lakes. Most of the zones around this lake are moose zones. Now, this is one lake where you can get around the new spook radius. We're going to talk about that right now. Let's head over here. Okay, nobody is here yet. So if you come to a zone and nothing is there yet, guys, just go to the next zone, farm that zone, and go back, and more than likely they will be there. Now, as you may have noticed, since the last update, there is definitely a different spook radius when you are firing a weapon. Now, what I have noticed is that the running distance when spooking has not changed. I can still run right into a tripod that's 150 meters away from any animals. They may go alert, but they won't spook, so that is not a problem. But what happens is when we're firing a weapon, we are now spooking animals from approximately 270 meters, and I have nothing here yet to shoot, so they're not here yet. It is fairly early in the zone time, so we will come back. My zones have been really picky. They don't want to respawn like they did before the update. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Sometimes the bulls, once you shoot the zone a couple times, they end up just with females. Sometimes after several rotations, I'll get bulls back there, and sometimes I won't, so it's hard to know what exactly is going to happen. But since we have this new spook radius when using weapons, what I have done to get around it, now this isn't going to work on all your zones, but it definitely does work on the big lake. Now I can't practice right now, but we will come back. You want to be taking your shots from 300 meters. I find with 300 meters, you're not going to spook the moose in the next zone, so that seems to be a great way to get around this new spook radius. Of course, when you have lakes where you have brush all around the zone, you're not going to be able to take shots from 300 meters. But if you can take long shots, that is the way to go since the update, because that way you can farm more zones. You're not going to spook other zones out from your gunshot. Okay guys, look at this beauty. That is a diamond potential level 4. It may be a diamond. He is definitely big enough. That is a sweet spawn. So when you're calling in any moose, the moose caller's good for about up to 200 meters. So if you're further than that, the moose will not hear you. So that is why I dropped my tripod closer than 200 meters. So he did turn, and he is 169 meters, so that's perfect. Now you'll notice that the second moose will spook way sooner than they used to before the update. It definitely makes it more challenging. This is now a much more challenging grind than it was before the update. And I find that they drop in health slower. Now, how do you guys feel about the new spook radius? Let me know in the comments below. Okay. Now, I have been shooting some blanks lately. We did get them, and we got a heart shot on the 4, so that was beautiful. And that was probably a single lung and splat. But I do try to take down 2 moose from every zone, if at all possible. I want to get my numbers up there as fast as possible. So will this guy be a diamond? How you doing, my dude? Are you big? You gonna be big enough for me? And he is a diamond. Ooh, it is definitely very close. 275.84. That is very sweet. He makes it by less than 1 point. And that was a double lung heart shot. Absolutely beautiful. And I actually almost missed the heart there. Ooh, that was a little bit scary. And that is perfect. So right now we are up on the ice. So this is one of my main shooting areas. I have many zones in here. And funny enough, I used to have a pile of bulls. I think I had 3 bulls in this zone. I farmed them maybe 3 or 4 times, and now all I get are females in here. So that's been happening to me. Has that been happening to you guys too? Let me know in the comments. So this area is definitely one of my favorites. And of course, the big lake. Okay, so they are here, guys. We have a 3, not a very big one, and we do have a 2. We are gonna take the 2 down. So mainly I am shooting 3s and 4s in my grind, and we have a 4 over here. So guys, if I were to run and get into this tripod, I'd be less than 200 meters away from these moose here. The moose in this zone over here would definitely spook. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot them from right here. So they are about 350 meters out. The problem with this is if they are giving you no shot, just like this moose is here, you cannot use your collar to turn them. So that is why I am carrying the Virant 22. We're gonna use the 22 trick to turn them. So I zero to the maximum, which is 150 meters. I don't want to hit him. I just want the shot to hit nearby him. And what he will do is he will stop being calm and he should turn. You can see where it actually hits on the ice. See, he turned. Perfect. Okay, so now we have a shot, as long as he doesn't go back. Okay, I definitely hit him. Ooh, splat! And this guy, we did get a single lung on. He is going to die. We got a vital on him as well. So that was beautiful. And if you look over here, nobody has spooked. So we're gonna reload and continue shooting. Okay, so this guy, we got a heart shot on. Beautiful left lung and heart from 352.93 meters. What a shot. Absolutely sweet. And that was a single lung shot, 337 meters. And that was perfect. Okay, so I'm in the exact same spot. We're shooting at the same herd. We now have respawns back here. And I have the 303 on me. So I'm gonna take a 300 meter shot with the 303 and see how it does on these moose. Here we go. So I don't know if I got a good shot. I don't know if I did. Doesn't look like it, does it? Out of render. Jeez. And look at that! We have a 5 medium just spawned here. Now that is a troll. That is a guaranteed troll. In fact, that's the smallest level 5 I think I've ever seen. And we got the heart. Beautiful. And they are spooking, but this guy is not. He's attentive. He says, see you later. And look at that. We got a vital here. So that was with the 303. Now I would imagine we got a single lung, especially from that distance, and using the 300. You're going to have a better shot at getting a double lung from the 300 just because it's more powerful. So yes, single lung, 334 meter shot. So he ran just about 250 meters. So you're definitely going to do a lot more tracking if you do use a 4-8 rifle. And that's proof right there. Okay, so here is our level 5 guaranteed troll. We got left lung and heart, 307 meter shot, and that was a pretty sweet shot. And that is a very, very tiny troll. Oh my goodness. So the big lake is my absolute favorite lake for the moose grind. But let's have a look at those 2 monster level 5s we took down on stream yesterday. Okay, what do you think this guy's gonna score? I want him to beat 301.2. I think that's my biggest, 301.2. We got him. We got him. Man, it takes him a while to drop. Look at the size of that beast. And splat. Oh my gosh, he is a monster. 300.43. Man, it's hard to break 301. It really is. And this is where he spawned. So, okay, here we go. How far is he? Let's not mess up this absolutely stunning moose. He's 149.66 meters. Here goes the big boy. He's doing the shaky shake. And splat. He did. I have 5 moose with this rack. The smallest one was 292, and the biggest one was 301.1. I think he's probably a 299, but I'm hoping he's a 301. Here we go. 300! Ugh. He's not the biggest, but 300 is a very, very sweet moose. But he is beautiful. All right, and this is where he spawned, right up middle of the ice. If you did enjoy the video, guys, or learn anything at all, hit that like button. Click right here to learn everything you need to know to set up your moose grind in Medved, and we will definitely see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.